Let's see here. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Oh. 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 Whoa. Let me open this window up. Okay, let's see. Speak, Lord, for your servant hears. Your grace is my sufficiency in all things. All there is, and there is a sufficiency of your grace present in my consciousness. There is sufficiency of your grace, whatever prison I am in, physical, mental, moral, or financial. There is a sufficiency of your grace present within me now to meet the need of this very moment. And sufficient unto this moment is your grace. Thought I'd start off just reading that prayer that I've gotten written down from a Joel S. Goldsmith Infinite Way book. Oh, hey there, Templar. Oh, I'm just getting started. Let's see. It's going all right. I haven't went live in a few days. Last week I didn't do a lot of live streams, so was in a weird kind of place in my head. And I'm just something going today. Do a stream since I didn't really do a lot last week. I thought I'd try to at least get one going this morning for a little while. I got a package I'm going to open up here in a minute. It's some comic books and stuff, and not everybody will be interested in it, but I'm going to open it up while I'm doing this. Appreciate it. I see that you said you've missed some. You were here like a week or two ago. I thought I think I did a stream like a week or so ago, a week and a half ago, and I think I remember seeing you come in. But speaking of, yeah, okay. Well, this past week, I haven't done a lot of streams this past week. There was a few I did like last week, once or twice, but I was just in a weird mood, and sometimes if I'm not feeling it, I don't want to go on and I don't want to start something, and then, of course, that's totally fine if something happens. Like if right now I just started feeling weird and needed to get off here, I'm sure everybody would understand, but since you mentioned you're rolling one, I'm going to... I want to give it a few minutes before I open up that package and just kind of go through those comics I got. Some of those comics are they're new to me, but they've been out for a while. It's a newer it's a company, an independent comic book company that I've just recently discovered about a month ago. And they do some pretty decent comics for cheap price. Like they got a good price on the comics. I can get old used issues or reader copies for good price. So that's fun. I can't remember. I threw the let me see. It's either Cushberry or something else. This one's a hybrid. It's just a pre-roll. It came two in a pack, so. The Cushberry I had yesterday was indica. This is a hybrid. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. I may be getting some in today that's called Joker that I've had before. And I'm getting some wax also. It's not a guarantee it's coming today. It should be here today. But at 6 o'clock this morning, it was still in Birmingham. So I don't know if there's just been if the system just ain't updated yet. it could very well be. The last thing that it just showed is it should be delivered today, and it's in the process of getting ready to be put out. I guess that'll depend on when my post office receives it. You have some homegrown stuff. It ain't great, but it's clean. That's cool. It ain't nothing wrong with that, really. To me, if it gets you, if it if it achieves the purpose that you're looking for, which is mainly some kind of nice relaxing feeling and maybe take a little anxiety away, if it does that for me, then I'm pretty good. I get you. It's just that for me, I have to think about it, my budget. Like I'd love to order, or I'd love to get some of the more higher price strains and stuff like that because they look better, they'll smell better, they might even taste better. But in the end of the day, my ultimate thing is, does it give me a buzz? And if it does, and I can get it for affordable prices, then I'm going to do something like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to go for the budget. Now, when I have, I'll spend a little bit on. Now, I like getting the wax though. Like I got 3 grams of the wax coming, so that'll be nice. I think it's all the same at the end of the day. Yeah, like I said, if it, you know, people ask, which one do you like better, indica, sativa? One is half dozen other, whatever, the same. But I usually go with hybrids. I like a mixture of like a kind of a both type, the upper and the downer in between feeling. I'm hoping that package comes today that I'm talking about. Cause I have this and I have some roaches and stuff and I can clean my bowl. And I'm not broke. I could go buy a little more, but I don't want to buy any when I know I got something coming. Okay, guys. And I appreciate whoever's here watching. I really hate it because like last week or the last couple of times I did a stream that I stayed on for a little while, there was somebody from, I believe they're from Sweden, because their handle was something like Swedish War Mapper. Okay, I got the box open. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything that you might have said. Oh, yeah, I guess people still have spice. You got to get it black market if anybody's getting it. Like if there's stores still selling it, I don't know who sells that or whatever. Now, a few years ago, there was people, there is a scene around here where that's what they like and they get it on the black market. I don't know, people get it, they go to a dealer's house and get it. But for the most part, you can't get it anywhere, like unless you just happen to know somebody. So like as far as getting the spice and stuff in the stores and stuff, it's really not available unless someone's doing it illegally. Yeah, I remember seeing videos about how England started, but there's still a whole, like even though they made it illegal to sell in stores and shit, there's people still making it, getting it, producing it. Yeah, you're right. Now, here in the States, man, I've seen some, over the past few years, I've seen some documentaries about prisons that have a bad problem with it. Here in Alabama, I believe there's a big problem. Like in the prisons, people smuggling in the spice substance and them guys getting it on it and being all zombified out right in there in the... So that'd be kind of weird. I'm going to go ahead and open these up and just look at them for myself. I know what I ordered, but I kind of I want to just look through them. Like I said, and I don't collect comics really for them to be worth anything. I like to just find a good story with some decent art. Tablets are the Irish prison addiction. What's a tablet? Is that like some kind of pill or something that they're okay. Some of these are packaged yeah, pills, okay. Yeah, that's a big thing too, probably here in prisons, but I just know that over the past few years I've seen where, well, just anything, if you got to think about it, any prison, if there's a way to get something in there, they're going to figure it out. Hey, Dennis, what's up? Dennis, I'm just chilling for a minute. I don't feel that nervous this morning, so I just opened up a package from Alterna Comics, and then I was hanging, Templar Monk is here, and he'd been asking me we've been talking about, we were talking about spice and stuff, and I was saying that that's a bad problem in some of the prisons here. Some inmates getting on that spice. Like I was talking about, it's not so readily available in stores anymore in the States. And if it is, you would have to know who it is, and they probably do it under the counter. They don't like have it out on display. But I got some more King Cryptid and stuff in to just now, and I got more of the Blood Realm. Because last month, hey Austin, what's up? I haven't seen you here in a minute. I recognize the name Austin. Garrett. I recognize. Hey, but Dennis, yeah. So like last month, I was told about Alterna Comics, and I remember knowing about it, but I just never at the time. Probably when I first was hearing about Alterna Comics, I probably didn't. Okay, here's my signed copy of number 3. I ordered a new copy and have it signed. Cool. This one looks a little more campy. But I know the first issue I had was a little different. But this looks exciting too, so. But let me see, I got issue 2. Or no, issue 3, 4, I think 2. I'll have to get these. He put them in the same thing. I didn't know that that'd be like that. That means I'm gonna have to get. What I'll have to do is get my bags, and like he did the Blood Realms. So I got like a couple. This is issue 3. I think they were out of 4, but I got like 4 or 5 Blood Realms, so there's like 2 in each. I'll just have to bag and board them myself here in a little bit. See, I thought I got something else though from them. Oh, I did. It's in here. I got a couple of. It came out on a Wednesday, and it looked like an anthology. Okay, you're not doing much. You said Austin, chilling. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I was just showing off these comics that I just opened up out of the package. This one I had him sign. On Alterna Comics, you can pick whether you want it like a. Hey, Trixie J, what's up? Oh. If you go in the community, Trixie, you should find a picture. It might not look like you that well, but I tried to recreate to the best of my ability from one of your photos. You can see it on the community. I posted it just a couple of days ago. I didn't say who it was supposed to be. I just posted a picture of me practicing, trying to draw something by just looking at And I'm not that good of a drawer, so I'm saying if you go into the community a few days back, you should see a picture of a young lady, but I can't tell you that it looks that good. You know what I mean? I just tried my best because you had asked a while back to try to draw you, and I just saw what I could do that day. I'm gonna try to do some more drawing again later, not today probably. Huh. But anyway, I've got Blood Realm. There was one Blood Realm that is out of stock, so I'm missing. What I'm trying to do, since these are alternative comics, are pretty cheap. Oh, cool. I didn't make it into the building called church yesterday, but I did study and do some things here. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, this is something I find interesting. I don't know, but you're thinking about, you talking about Catholicism, maybe? Barry Hooks. Hey, Barry, what's up? I hadn't seen you in a while or heard from. Well, of course, my account got hacked on Facebook and stuff. I don't know if you remember that or if I ever told. I had your number at one time, Barry. I can't remember who I might have let known back then. That was last year. She said, nah. But anyway, he's just messing with you, Trixie. Well, I think she knows that. I I kind of like to be open and go wherever I feel like I'm most led. You know, a lot of times, like I don't really particularly belong to any particular denomination or anything. I've been to a lot of different churches, and it's I get a lot from different people and learn from different people. But so I ordered. I've seen a lot about this, the Legends of the Guard, about Mouse Guard, and it's supposed to be really good. You know, it's about mice and stuff, but imagine them as humans. Dennis might know about this. Barry? Oh, well, I don't have a Facebook account. If you find me over there, then that's probably a hacked account if it's still up. I'm not on Facebook, Barry. What I'm saying is my account got hacked. I never went through trying to get it back or figure it out. And I thought it probably got took down at some point because I think whoever hacked it was trying to scam people through DMs, like pretending they were me. Yeah, Barry, it's good to see you there. How's your health, Barry? Oh, Dennis, was you saying about this or about something else? Y'all talk? Are you talking about this mouse guard? I got this hardback copy, and it came pretty quick for like $7 or $8, and just I saw so much about it, and then of course I think whoever created Mouse Guard was probably influenced by some other. It's a novel. Have you ever heard of a novel called Redwall? It's about mice and stuff. It's like telling a story, almost like a human story, but the characters are non-human, like in this. But this is supposed to be a pretty gritty. The couple of videos of people suggesting Mouse Guard were saying that it's very brutal. Like there's violent scenes in it. There's a lot of, there's main characters get hurt and die and stuff like that. You're not just talking about like a cutie pie story about mice. Not the greatest. Just pray for me. I will watch your video now. How? Okay, Barry. Yeah, guys, I know Barry from. I used to live in North Carolina around where he lived, and we knew each other for a while. through mutual friends, and also there was a place you could go and get lunch and assistance and stuff every day called the Mission. Well, I mean, it was a mission, but it was like a lot of people. Not everybody was homeless or anything, but that's where you'd go and you'd meet up. You could hang out and you could find help and meet people. Yeah. I hope y'all are. Oh, okay. I see that y'all are cutting up now, but that is true. I don't think any man-made doctrine is what we should be too worried about. Um, I think if you open your heart, you'll discover whether what's real or not. Some people have a hard time though. I'm excited about this one though. It's something different for me. This mouse guard, and ever since like about a month ago, I was watching different YouTuber comic book guys that just recommend different stuff that's came out over the past so many years, and hell, I hadn't collected in a long time, so. But I have. If you're still there, also, Dennis, you'd know about this. But Richard Embry, I did order his couple of issues that he's got of Blood and Sword, but I don't know. They probably won't be here for another day or two, maybe. So I did purchase something of somebody through that had a Comicscape thing too, and I liked it. They're just, I think, floppies, and they weren't that expensive. So, and I could do the ketchup like. Bob from Speaker's Corner. Y'all getting me all weird. I'm trying to. I'm reading what y'all are talking about. That's cool. Oh, okay, Dennis. Well, it's just I was trying to think. Um, it's like I try not to promise anybody anything, and he didn't even know that I was going to order it. But I done told myself for the prices and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna try to do something and get something from him because I like him. He seems like a good dude, and like I watch some of his stuff that he does do on YouTube. I try to, but also with alternative comics, I've been enjoying because I can get like good. I ordered enough last month. I ordered King Cryptid's Two Blood Realm and the chair, which and stuff. So it introduced me to kind of what they could do, what they look like, and for the prices. Like if you get a reader copy, I think it's $1, or like they got them for like $1 to $2.99. You know, like if you want it signed, it's like $3, and it's a newer copy. So that's pretty cool. Try reading Rock and Sand. Oh. Bob from Speaker's Corner. I'm trying to remember. What's Rock and Sand? Is it a book or? I feel like I'm boring you guys. I don't know. You had to give me a minute. Whew. See, last week I didn't do a lot of live streams, and so I was a little off. I kind of stuck to myself in a few days. I got a little off track, but I pulled myself back in today. Or like yesterday was a good day of just. There were several times during the day yesterday. I just took the time. I didn't have no headphones on. I wasn't watching anything on the phone. I wasn't consuming anything. I wasn't reading any book. I wasn't reading any comic book. Wasn't trying to draw or just sitting here. And it really was like kind of nice. Like I was just listening to the sounds that were available and the sounds that weren't available. Just like listening to whatever was and just enjoying being there for a minute. That's what I'm trying to do this morning. Oh no, I don't know a lot about comics. Most of these comics are all things that I mean, I do know. I used to collect a lot, but as far as keeping up with anything, the only reason I know about whatever I know about is because I either follow those particular creators and know what they've gotten out, even if I don't have their product, or I'll watch a YouTube video of like someone suggesting collected editions of stuff, and then I'll make a given. That way, I can order stuff for fairly cheap off eBay, find used copies, and still enjoy a good read. Something that came out when I wasn't collecting really. No, y'all talking about God and stuff, and I love talking about that too. Oh, I was just talking about comics because Dennis was here too. He was somebody that knows about what I'm a little bit of, and I'm just kind of talking. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. Look at this. The other day, last week, I believe it was Monday last week. Um, I hadn't got paid yet, and I'd been outside near my trailer. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, Barry. I remember they were going to move it, but I didn't know it already got. I didn't know it got moved. It's been a while since I've talked to anybody. Yeah. So what I was going to say was I was out by the main road the other day, and I was holding a sign and everything, and it was the day before I was supposed to get paid, and this lady like came up and she gave me this and like a few bucks, and that thing right there, I was like tickled to death to see it and to get it. Uh, it was really cool, you know. And then someone made a comment when I posted a picture of it the other day, and I think they said that someone had gave them one also recently, wherever they're at. Because I was like, cool. And so when I got paid, when I went to put money on my prepaid electric, is how I do it. I went to the grocery store that you can go and make payments at. One of these was sitting there like on the counter, and it was a little bit different. It had a blue, or the thing that went around his body had some words on it. So, but it was cool. It was just sitting there for anyone. But it was like so I got this. Someone said that they was giving one, and then I saw another one. So I think it might be like a trend going around. These might be something. I thought about looking it up at some point and seeing. Now that was something interesting to bring to show. I think, yeah, it's just a little rubbery like Jesus figure. I mean, some people might, and I'm gonna bet you can probably get them in a lot of because the one I saw at the grocery store that was just sitting there like someone played her. Like I said, it had some words written on its thing, and I think it was purple. I didn't study it real long. I just did what I had to do, and I seen it while I was there. And it was interesting because someone else had commented, on the picture. I'm gonna put this out. Oh, oh! How are you doing today, Betty? And I didn't use Restream or anything today because I'd been feeling so weird anyway. I've said that many a times. Like I didn't think I'm not interested in, like when I feel the way I've been feeling, I don't really want to go into trying to invite somebody on if I'm not feeling right. But I felt pretty good today. I was a little anxious, but I decided to go. Aragon the White. Oh, I get why you would say that. If you wanted to think he could look, yeah, he almost resembles that actor that played. Tonight's your Friday. Does that mean? Oh, you mean like tonight's your last night of the week for work, and then you'll be off tomorrow and the next day or whatever. That's what I'm gathering. What are you talking about? Weirdness? Did I? Oh, Dennis. Okay. No, I'm trying to make sure I did. So I was talking about weird feelings. I was talking about this past week that I've been a little off, and that's why I haven't posted as much on the X, because I know you would see me a lot on. Like I've slowed down on trying to be on there as much during the day, but and then I got kind of out of. I just kind of got to where I just was for the channel here. I just kind of did the bare minimum for a little bit, but I was trying not to force myself to do anything, because like if I feel like I'm having to make myself do it, it's not as like I don't want to burn myself out. I can't put my thumb on it about the weirdness. Like last week, some of it was I was struggling with, like, I was avoiding. I pretty much spent a few days avoiding everything, and we know how I do that. So, like I mean, I was like you would have. There'd been a few days there that I wasn't on X hardly during the day. All I did for the YouTube channel was make my Jesus calling video of that morning, post it, and then I might not do anything else the rest of the day other than just be here and be like to myself. And it wasn't bad. I was just, for some reason, there were several days where I was like, I don't know if I don't need to go live. But when you get out of the habit of it, like I need to be consistent with it, because the more I do it, the more comfortable I will be. And then, oh yeah, well, vibes do. Oh, Barry, are you leaving or something? Or are you just saying take care of yourself? Yeah, the feeling like well, I always know what part of that feeling for me is when I'm not putting the right focus on the right things. And that was, it's like it's just something that I'm course correcting today. With I got up, I did my Jesus calling video. Here I am doing a live stream a little bit earlier in the day than I normally do, and I haven't done a live stream in probably 3 or 4 days. I don't even remember the last day I did one. I think the last one I did was with self-destruct, and that was last week. Yeah, like I spent, I was telling myself that I was relaxing, and I was, and I wasn't forcing myself to feel like I was obligated to make any more than whatever I did for the channel, but in reality, it's good for me to have those things. Like it's something that I can do during my day that might just be small to someone else. Like if they saw me, like what little bit I do with the YouTube channel, whether that be doing a stream right now or doing a couple of videos for the day, those things actually add a little purpose to my life. So when I get out of when I start going, I'm not going to do that as much, it starts making sense that I wouldn't be feeling as good a few days out. So I have to pull myself back in and be like, let's get back onto this. Anyway, I'm trying to learn to pace myself a little better, because last year I kind of went overboard, and of course I was drinking heavy there for a minute, thinking I could there was a couple of months in going into the summer where I was like fooling myself, and then I was like just doing a lot during the day. I was doing a lot of walking too, a lot of. Yeah, like a course correction. 11 miles. Jinx. That's probably the main gist of what I would do. $1,000, that'd be enough money where I could get somebody to get me that if I could get this dog to the vet and then get her fixed, like get her first looked at and everything, and then get it set up and get her fixed before there's any problem. That'd be enough money to do that. Plus groceries and like you said, bills. That's the things I'd probably think about first and foremost. Oh, I don't know. Like after I took care of, like for me, after I took care of the main things that probably need, like I said, with but I don't. I'm not gonna overdo it, overthink it. Yeah, I mean, like it wouldn't be hard nowadays to go through that pretty quick. Like like I said, because if I was talking about taking a dog to the vet because I got $1,000 given to me or something, first you got to get the appointment for the dog to be seen, and then they're going to do these tests. You got to pay for all that, and then they'll determine if they're going to do the fixing because they want to make sure everything's all right. That's what they told me. Then you got to go through all that, but then I'd probably pay more on electric and do a lot of different things. Wouldn't like uh, like when I get paid every month, like from my disability check, it's just a little over 1,000, and like by the end of the day that I get paid, and this is just taking care of mostly everything that needs to be taken care of, maybe a few little things that don't have to be, that aren't a necessity. But my first thing I do during that day is necessity bills, food, cleaning supplies, shit that I need. And then from there, I might make some orders of some comics or this and that. But by the end of the day, I'm only looking at a certain amount of money that's still supposed to last the whole month, like, but some like last month I did pretty good. It varies from month to month too. It just depends because sometimes I might have to do something might come up that I don't have much choice and I have to take care of right then. Oh, oh, oh. I gotta get some more water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. So, what I was gonna say probably still on the subject of $1,000, I would probably take care of whatever needed to be taken care of the most. Importantly, like first the dog, and then food. Anything I can do immediately would be trying to get to the store and get certain necessities and stuff. But then, if I had that money, trying to call and get something set up and get it in the works to get the dog over there and get her taken care of. So it wasn't, but like if after I got a lot of things done, whatever was left, I might invest into another device like a computer or something or a tablet. You know, well, Gray, I got to go. Enjoy your day. Yeah, ditto, Betty. I don't know what my favorite car is. I really, mine would be something old, like 70s or older, probably. Like, when I think of cars that I like, I don't really know a lot of the names sometimes. I just know what I like when I see it. And I like those older style cars that were more metal, more, like 50s, 60s, 70s, like hot rod style. Even just the family cars were just like, I don't know, had something more aesthetic about cars back then. Like you look at them now and it's kind of like a newer car just ain't got that, you know. Oh, let's see what time it is. 10:58. See, it seems late to me, but it's early, and I've been doing stuff for a little while today. So, but I thought I haven't went live in a few days. Yeah, I'm just meaning that if I like, I don't know a lot about cars, but I know when it comes to like looking at cars or like if I used to collect Hot Wheels, and the type of Hot Wheels I would collect were more the realistic style cars, based on a real car. Hey Barry, that's cool. I don't know what. Okay, love you too, buddy. Hey, tell anybody you see that knows me. You said you saw me. Thanks, Barry. I appreciate it. I might still have your number if it ain't changed. I'll have to look in my contacts. Okay. Yeah, Barry, like I said, I knew him. I lived in the same town there for a while around him. And we knew each other from the mission and stuff, where like everybody, people that needed assistance or like lived on the streets and all kinds of different people. Devil Flyer. Oh, hey, what's up? Momentum. Oh, is that part of your Devil Flyer? I know who you are, Don. Comic book. Okay. I do believe. I'm trying to get, yeah, because I just recently have discussed. I sort of found you through Tank. Uh, Tank. I don't know if it's Tank Fair. There's two different. Well, no. Anyway, I was thinking that's where I discovered about you, and then I found your yeah, Tank Fair. I was trying to think of that because I know another person I think that has the nickname Tank, but it's different. Like I ain't doing a lot, man. I just see. I've been talking to a few people. A couple people just had to go, but I've done opened up a box. I've gotten a box from Alterna Comics today, and it was pretty cool. It's an order I made of some of the older. You know how I just discovered Alterna. Like I didn't just discover them. I remember hearing about them at some point over the past several years. Just never really, I'm like kind of rekindling my love for comics. Like I've been collecting again for the past couple of years, but not like seriously. And like the past few months, I've been diving into just finding obscure things that I might not know about. Matter of fact, Tank is who said, "Oh well, if you like pretty good quality, if you like quality comics and cheap one, like he was saying, the inexpensive comics that are good, story written, whatever." Check out Alternative. And I went over there and checked it out, and I forgot that I knew a little bit about it. So I checked it out last month with some issues of things, and then this is my second order that I ordered. So I'm trying to catch up on a few things. Like I said, I've got several issues more of Blood Realm, like I think 4 or 5 Blood Realms, and there's one that they were out of stock of. I got a couple of King Cryptids, and there's another book. Oh, it came out on a Wednesday or something like that. Or that's what I was thinking. I think the video or the live stream he was doing, it was a few weeks back. The live stream he was doing, I got to ask him he had some links in the stream, or in the chat, and So I was asking questions about them and stuff, and then that's how I followed you. I think I followed your channel, and then over on he was actually, I believe, doing something to one of the characters. I was just, since you are kind of like, you showed up here in the chat, I just wanted to like kind of catch you up on where I'm at. Where like I didn't have an agenda for this stream. It's just a lot of my streams. Midnight Western piece. Dang, I wish I had. Anyway, I guess I have to explain to me. I was just saying. I had just got this package in this morning, and I was like, and I haven't streamed in a few days. I was telling everybody in the chat before you came on, I was feeling a little weird this past week, and I had a couple of days where I struggled with my own failings and stuff, and got out of whack. I just didn't want to stream that much. And then today, I got a couple packages, and I was like, why don't I do a stream for a little bit? And I just decided to go solo through the YouTube app because I sometimes don't know how long I'm going to stay on this stuff. I'm trying to get. I'm going to try to get back. I was trying to get in the habit of at least sometime during most days during the day I would do a stream. You just got back from Atlanta. Now he was, I believe, doing Devil Flyer because that's where. Because I was asking what he was drawing or something, or I think I asked if it was his character, and he told me about the character, or that it was, that he was drawing on something for, and then that's, you'll have to forgive me if I don't remember correctly, but I do remember him, then that's when it was being addressed, and then so I went and looked at what you can find online at the moment. Like I was kind of doing some back and forth, like he'd be saying something, answering a question, and then I'd go look at some stuff. And oh, in Atlanta. I don't know. I'm in Alabama. I'm not from here though. I'm from originally from Tennessee, but I lived in North Carolina before here. And matter of fact, a friend from the town I lived in North Carolina was in the chat just a little bit ago. I hadn't talked to him in a while because my Facebook got hacked last year and stuff, and I don't care to try to make another Facebook and all that. Oh yeah, Arkansas. There's somebody else that I know I thought was from Arkansas. Anyway, it's irrelevant, I guess. And the reason some people that watch me and stuff, aren't like earlier. He's a subscriber thing. But he's like, no, you're not boring me, Grey Cloud. I just don't know a lot about comics because I was sharing with people what I got today. This is something I got also, dude. Since you're into comics and stuff, but I don't know if you had heard about this, but I'm just finding out about it, and apparently it's kind of got a cult following. It's supposed to be really good. The Mouse Guard. Every video I've seen about someone talking about it. Well, everybody I've seen talk about it and recommend it to people, like, was talking about how graphic it is. Don't let it being about mice fool you. So it intrigued me, and so I found a hard copy of the Legends of the Guard. I think it's volume 1 or whatever. So I'm happy about that. That's something, and it's a little bit different, I don't know. It intrigued me because they were saying that, it's mice, but think of them as humans. and it gets pretty violent. There's some, interesting characters, and I could tell by what the people were telling me, that it wasn't necessarily like, it's not really a kiddies type, it's like a more mature reading, even though it's mice that you're seeing in the pictures and stuff. They're, but I'm like, some of the things I'm trying to, and then I'm about at my limit so far about spending on anything. I'm trying to hold on to what I've got for a little while before I want to see what else I might need if I can get to the store or something the next week or so. But I do have Richard Embry's 2 books, come the 1 and 2 of the Blood and Sword. I'm kind of interested in that. I like that some people are doing floppies too, like instead of trying to do one big, like something that's going to cost. But I guess it depends on what someone's trying to market and do like most efficiently. But that's what I liked about when Tank recommended Alterna Comics, and I went and looked at it, and I was like, hey, dude, that's really cool, because it's like, it's how I remember when I collected. Like since I've been back into collecting, most of what I've bought was either some old used issues at some random place for 50 cents or $1, or maybe a few times I got to Ollie's and I don't get to go there much, or something I, found interesting that someone's doing. Yeah. And like trying to back stuff, it's like, it's so crazy, man. Like I wish that I could, but I get carried away sometimes before I think, and I have to watch myself. I don't know if you're like, I can do that with anything that I'm into. Like I did it with toys. I stopped collecting last year, trying to buy toys anymore. But yeah, you cut one thing out, you'll find somewhere else to spend the money. Yeah, I do like that. Like I'm interested in seeing what Pete does with. Have you seen where he's trying to do some printing on his own now? He's going to try to do a crowdfund. I think on the 10th or 11th he'll launch it to raise money to upscale what he can. Like he's showing examples of what he can do with what little he has now, and he's the bare minimum. But he's coming out with something that, if that's all he had, it doesn't look bad. But he's already looking into the prices and all that and trying to see. So I'm interested in because I've always thought that's probably the best way to go for anybody. If you're really into wanting to do comics and you got good shit that you want to share, cut the middleman out altogether. Invest in the stuff to print your own shit. Now, it's a lot more work, but I think it could work in this day and age, especially at the price points. Like, I'm not a genius or anything, but it's something that I've always thought about, that if I ever could put out something, I would want to put it out myself. And if I could figure out how to print shit and do it myself, even if it was like the most crude looking thing, but I was able to print it, put it together, and it be like at a good price to somebody, but it be a good, like, collected, whether it's a comic book or a collection of poems or a novel or whatever, trying to make it accessible. I imagine he's probably, I'm just recently I imagine trying to run the business and doing so much other thing, like trying to do a lot of things is probably sometimes going to take away from. But earlier, the reason I was mentioning that I just went solo today through my YouTube app is because of the past week, how I hadn't been live much, and I didn't know for sure how well this would go and how long I'd be here, but getting a couple of packages and stuff, I forgot to order me another. They still have the issue 3 of Chair available, and I need to get it. I need to read this. This is issue 2. I haven't read it yet. And then I need to get 3, and then I think 4 they're out of. And so I'll have to find 4 on the aftermarket or wait till, I think he's gearing up for reprinting them. I think he's crowdfunding that right now, like some kind of. Really, I don't see why more creators don't do something like this. This right here is, I mean, I don't know. Doing a direct market, and especially now that he's looking into printing it himself, I don't see why putting out consistent comics like floppies. What does he do it? I think it's at 4 times a year for each title, I think, is what they're doing, aren't they? Unless it's like a special run of something. Oh, goodness gracious. It's still early, but I got to think about sometimes I've been here about an hour. I've caught several of your live streams. I might not have said anything in the chat, Devil Flyer. I think I might have, like, I forget sometimes. Sometimes I'll, excuse me. I got to stop drinking that water, so I'll open it. Oh. Oh, which books did I get in today? Let's see. Well, because I'm new, so I got, okay, King Cryptid 3 and 4. Because I got, I believe I got 1 and 2 the last order. I'm pretty sure that's why I got 3 and 4 now to continue on reading with it. Pretty sure that's what I did. And then this looks interesting to me. These it came out on a Wednesday. Those look pretty slick to me. I like that it's like an anthology, I think is what it says. Like several stories in the book. So I'm interested in that. So I ordered a couple of those. This I just kind of randomly picked them since I'm new. But it'll give me a taste, and if I like those, I'll get more of them, like the next time I order. And then this is Blood Realm 3. Let's see what else is in this. Is it okay? There's Blood Realm 6. There's one of them that was out of stock, and so. Okay, there's 5, 6, but it starts at, I didn't see how many, we got 3, so it's 3, 3, 4, and then we got 5 and 6 of Blood Realm. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'd ordered 1 and 2 last month, or like the last time. So And then I still have a couple more over here that are Blood Realm. So that goes up to 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is, there's one of them that they were out. Okay. What is this? Oh, I don't know. I must have. But I got 9. I think it was 8 that there was one of them that's missing. And I got this. I forgot. I must have. What is this? Volume 3, 1. Okay, I'll sure look at that stuff. Sorry, guys. I ain't trying to. Well, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what. I can't remember what I was ordering when I ordered that one particular one out there. I don't know. But I'll put these in bags and stuff later. And I'm trying to see if you say it, if y'all are saying anything, or if I've missed anything being asked. You'll have to forgive me for being a little. Like I'm trying to be efficient, but still doing stuff like streaming, but still being able to put my comics back in the plastic and talk at the same time and keep up with anybody saying anything. Yeah, okay. That's another thing that I enjoy about looking at those comics is like the ones I got last time. It's the ads and the things in there, you know. Hey, Dennis. Oh, okay. I see that he said held to you. And I think Templar's Monk had to go earlier. I believe he had said he had to go. Betty Spaghetti was here. Barry had to leave, I think. I don't know who else might be here, but I was just. Phew. Oh, I wished I could get my one dog in for a little while and leave her inside while I take off and just go for a little walk here in a little bit. I don't really want her following me. If I could get to somewhere to, I'd like to get a collar and try to see how she'd do on put her on the leash, get her used to that, and then put her on, try to get her. She ain't gonna like it. Ain't no dog gonna like that, especially if they've been running around already. But I'm trying to think of how to keep better things under control. Well, hello there, Cindy. Good morning. That's a new. Well, I mean, forgive me if I have not ever. I don't recognize the name, but that doesn't mean that I. Well, I mean, I just always try to keep an. I like to try to think. Like a lot of times, people will come in for the first time, and I won't recognize them. Or sometimes I'll find out that they have watched the channel. They just never commented, and the name just looks new to me because it's in a chat for the first time or something. But I don't always know. Everybody's welcome, though. I'll stay on for a little while longer since I'm trying to think what I can do because when you're streaming like this, like there's been times that I've been like doing things but still talking to people through the chat and stuff. But I already washed my dishes, so I got that knocked out before I decided to go live. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, is there something I can do other than just show y'all comic books or whatever? But it's really, you know. after a little while, I get a little fidgety sometimes. That is when it's nice to have, like when I have had people on a couple of times, well, more than a couple. Like if I use Restream or StreamYard and somebody does show up, it is nice, especially if it's someone that you bounce off of a little, or they kind of like feel the vibe or whatever. That'll help things kind of go. But like I said today, my intention was just to touch base and let people just see who was here, share a few things I got in the mail, and just get myself back to being in front of a camera while I'm live. Like I don't know. It's like after I don't do it for a few days, it's always kind of different. Like when I come back to it, like I have to get that nervousness out of the way. But I think a lot of people are that way. Even when I played music and stuff, there was still a little bit of but right that moment before you go live on stage, there's still that little bit of like, so. Oh. This cover is really cool right here. I'm liking that. That must be, I didn't really, I just know I picked 2 different copies out. 2 different issues. Like barbarian type stuff. Anyway. But I think I'm going to wrap it up right now. Just because usually, well, unless y'all are, well, yeah, something's telling me to get off here for a little while. Like it's still early in the day. I still do have different things that I can be doing that would be productive. And that entails me getting up and moving around a little bit. And I don't really want to carry the phone around and try to, like I was thinking I'd get a few things done. And then if I feel better later, come back on or whatever. I've enjoyed really having someone, especially Devil Flower. I've enjoyed you being in the chat. And same with you, Dennis. I always enjoy when you come. And Cindy, if you're still here, thanks for showing up. I don't mean to be cutting it off right when someone might have just been coming in. But I'm going to look for them ads when I get, like, I don't know when I'm going to look at these comics. Maybe sometime today. It might be between now and the next few days. I've got a lot of different things. I'm trying to get back. I want to get some things situated, and then I'll have time to be sitting down and just, because there's still stuff that I've got like that I'm not finished with that I got a couple of weeks ago that I'm trying to read through. So y'all have a good day. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. And yeah, that's where we'll end it. Y'all have a good day. And if I see you streaming sometime, I'll stop in and say hi. Y'all take care. Ditto.